must find out where they've reached the city from. Triby, please hold on till we get back.
Screen forward. Gleam of old blades.
Anyone who dares stand in our way will get a taste of Dawnmaker's edge.
Screen forward. Gleam of old blades.
Over there! Kefali's core flame is being kept in the center of the council. We must retrieve it and bring it back to the vortex of Genesis. Right. Worst case scenario, we need to be prepared to return Kefali's core flame. If the end is indeed upon us, we no longer have time to investigate the truth behind the miracle. We'll have to trust that Professor Anax's hypothesis is the only option. Apologies, Aglaia. I promised you that I would leave the choice of Era Nova to the people of Amphorians. But I'm afraid there's no room for doubts now. Her will to heal the world is so strong. We'll definitely sense it if she succeeded.
Screen forward. Gleam of old blades.
Oh, Skyfather Kefali, please forgive these ignorant and lowly children of humanity. They are so utterly naive that they think of the golden-blooded heretics as deliverers. This blood-red sky, and the raging flames and demons throughout the land will purge their foolishness.
Kindness.
Lord Deliverer, why don't you join me in praying to the benevolent Kefali? Cast your eyes on this ravaged land. All of this, sins committed by you, blasphemous heretics.
Danhang is right. My sword yearns to end your pathetic life. But to a cornered dog like you, the most deserving punishment is to personally witness the Chrysos heirs fulfill their mission. Only then will you truly know how meaningless and foolish your past transgressions were.
Fulfill your mission. Kefali's core flame is long lost to the winds. How will you fulfill the prophecy?
She's gone completely mad, to the point where she's just spewing nonsense. For the longest time, Kefali's core flame has been worshipped here. Only core members of the Council of Elders know how to activate the core flame casket. No, there's no need for such trouble. Professor Anaxa taught me more than just what was in the textbooks. During his time at Dawn Cloud, Professor Anaxa conducted surveys in various areas. I still remember the words he used. I hope it works. All-knowing Father who bears the world, please share a glimpse of your merciful gaze with me. Cast down the Titan's fire that hangs at the pinnacle of the world, for your devout creations to behold. It worked. One step left to undo its arcane seal. Partner, I may require your strength again. Take the core flame and let's hurry down the mountain. Donhung, can you use the spirit water art again? Is this also a result of the black tide? Looks like all we can do is sprint down the mountain.
You all thought I completely lost my mind. If the core flame was never tampered with and has always remained here untouched, you all think I wouldn't have the power to take it away?
Calm down and think carefully.
I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
There's no need to worry about the core flame's whereabouts. Let's just descend the mountain.
No need to worry, but...
Before setting off to defeat Aquila, I entrusted Miss Cipher with the task of protecting Kefali's core flame while we were gone. By any means necessary. If the core flame isn't here, that means she must have done something to it. In other words, she fulfilled her duty using her own means. We just have to focus on getting to the vortex of Genesis and Cipher will meet us there for sure. Friends, we have no choice other than to trust her. If the nearest ritual basin is 10,000 paces away, then what we have to do is to run in that direction and hope she meets us after 1,000 paces. If she doesn't show up, we will keep going and trust that we will see her at 2,000 paces. 3, 4, 5,000. I will keep hoping with the same resolve all the way until she shows up in front of us with her usual rebellious attitude. She will be no exception. But before that, we must survive and break through this siege.
This is being in sync. We can do it!
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Please cheer as you wish. Light will here.
Time to mix things up.
Break's over.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
How's this taste?
Trust me, we can do anything!
I doubt farewell.
Please, as you wish.
Time to mix things up.
Break's over.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
You can do it! Root here. Embrace a new life.
This more. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
May death protect us!
It's done. Let's go. Her actions may have been deplorable, but as a cleaner, she was willing to absorb a millennium of identities and memories for an objective that hasn't changed in that time. Let's go. It's time to leave this place.
Everyone, can we run faster? I've got a bad feeling. Everyone, look behind us.
In the end, they still... I agree. I've been waiting for a chance to face them head on. But not now. If we take the fight here, then lose, the consequences would be irreversible. Come on. We have to get out of here. Keep running, and never turn back. They will catch up to us sooner or later. Keep running. Don't stop.
Dusk has descended as ordained.
Clones, illusions. Nothing but cheap tricks to help you hide in the shadows.
The sky has returned to its rightful place. This world must be reset.
What are they talking about?
The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be standing alongside the Chrysos heirs. Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaver?
Dusk has descended as ordained. Must reset.
The lack of reason can't be overcome. We shoulder the fates and futures of too many people. We will not fall here!
Leave this to Casters and me!
Over here!
Go!
That was really close.
It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master in the art of deceit. Even Mighty may not be able to restrain them. I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice. But now isn't the time to be thinking about this.
Protect us! Sky Father, save us!
The Black Tide creatures are threatening the people. We can't just stand by and watch. Let's end this quickly. That rainbow barrier.
Being in sync.
Overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Please, as you wish. Me! Root here. Trust me.
We can do anything!
That's all you got? How's this taste?
I shall remember this one.
I've heard the call. I want to head down farewell.
Life is as you wish.
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
I can't think of
Right,
enough.
like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
This more. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
It ain't over.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Everyone, you're all safe.
Thank you, Lord Finan.
It is someone else who deserves your thanks. Those Black Tide creatures just now couldn't breach this barrier. This energy feels familiar. Like the luminous arts that Hyacine uses to treat people. But it is much more powerful. Yeah. Citizens! My companions and I can't stay long. Before reinforcements arrive, please do not step out of this barrier. This is a miracle left by the demigod Hyacine.
Miss Hyacine has also become a demigod, like Lady. We understand. We will not leave her protection until you return, Lord Finan.
I won't make empty promises. But even if there's no perfect solution, I will make a choice that fulfills this mission. The people in the market must also be... Cortonis! Quick! Let's go check on him! Cortonis! Hang in there!
Returned, Finan. Burning the holy city is... To resist, I did all I could.
You shouldn't be on the front line at your age, Grand Craftsman. Where are the citizens? What's the situation at Marmorial Market?
Organizing their escape. The holy city guards are... But where to flee to, no one knows. Descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier did. Protected the people, but alleviated the fear it could not.
I fear this is Amphorius' end, Cortonis. There is only one way to save our home.
Finally come true. The Sky Father's prophecy. Go for miracle. Deliverer, you shall become. One more thing. Waiting at the vortex of Genesis, Lady Trinan is. Kefali's core flame is safe, she said.
Trinan.
Urgent. The situation is... Leaf died. I should have kept me here. The power of the rainbow light did. But if destined, inescapable, why not leave behind some glory?
You've been forging nothing but glory your entire life, old friend. Farewell, Grand Craftsman. Let us depart to the Chrysos airspaths.
For battle, these hands were not meant. But if to protect the holy city to the final moment.
Cortonis said that Trinan had news of the core flame. As expected, Miss Cipher did not fail her mission.
These buildings, I can feel it. Their memories are dissipating. Yes, the textures of memories are preserved within all things in Amphorius. Even a single brick or tile holds countless traces of the past.
There are no citizens trapped here, nor any signs of black-tide creatures. We have no reason to linger here. Let's head downstairs. The bath chamber isn't far away.
To us? Don't tell me that Mighty...
Danhang, you...
Running out. Everything will be reset.
You better keep your word, Dan Heng. You cannot die here.
This power, unfamiliar. Who are you?
Follow me.
Lord Finan. Finally, you're all back.
Even in such desperate times, you still managed to keep your promise to me.
Finan, what is this?
The Flame Reaver is wreaking havoc in the city, and they still have many clones. Zeph, please get someone to inform Kratos, and have him lead the most elite guards to defend the city's passages until I complete the core flame ritual. Please, do everything you can to rescue the citizens in the city.
Understood, Lord Finan.
Nemazity, several citizens are trapped in the Garden of Life and are temporarily seeking refuge under Hyacine's barrier. Though, I also don't know where to shelter them.
Leave this to us, Lord Finan. Just focus on your own mission.
All right. As for the two Trailblazers, I'll also leave them to you. My apologies, partner. I acted on my own this time. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if there came a day when Akuma was taken by the Black Tide. As long as we defeated Aquila, lifting the sky's curse, you and Dan Heng would at least have a chance to get home safely. Yes, I knew you'd object, so I didn't inform you beforehand. I know this is hard to accept, but even if it means being resented for the rest of my life, I still have to be responsible for you. Friend, you and Dan Heng taught me the spirit of trailblazing. The best decision I ever made in my life was when I followed my intuition and chose to trust you. Dan Heng told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. Two of them left a deep impression on me, Belobog and Pentagon. The first story taught me that the fate of a world should be in the hands of its people. And even if the Nameless are willing to risk everything for an unfamiliar world, in the end, you still have to embark on a new journey. And because that's your mission, the path you follow. In the second story, Dan Heng told me about the few Nameless who sacrificed their lives for the prison world. After hearing those stories, I made up my mind. I won't let your journey end here. Somewhere beyond the sky, where Amphorians have never reached, there are many people waiting for you to come home. The prophecy has always remained shrouded in ambiguity. Even if the 12th core flame is returned, no one knows how the Era Nova will manifest, let alone if the miracle will extend its favor to 2 visitors from beyond the sky. Before stepping into a fate unknown, the last thing I can do is help you return to your family.
Please, don't worry. Lord Finan has already entrusted Elder Lygus to fix your transport.
Lady Trinan's Sentry Gate is open on the main street outside Akima's walls.
I'm sorry for making such an unreasonable request of you all. But we live in an imperfect age. Every one of us has the right to make our own choices. If you can't accept my decision on your behalf, then use your choice to open up a new path. That's what you're best at, right? Regardless, Dan Heng is still holding on for his life. Don't keep him waiting too long. One day, I hope we will reunite under the constellations. When that time comes, we can hold a belated victory feast. The spirit water has dried up. Blast. Why is nothing going right? Calm down. There might be another way in. The closest ritual basin, the other chrysospheres.
Snowy.
Trinan! I thought you'd be waiting at the Vortex of Genesis. Are you alright?
When Akima's night descended, all the spirit water dried up along with it. We anticipated that you'd be on edge, so we came ahead to wait for you.
You've always been the ones who knew me best. Kavali's core flame.
Yes. Little Syphie protected the core flame well. No one would be able to guess where she stashed it. Bartolos, you can come on out.
I don't have to pretend to be an envelope anymore! That was suffocating.
Bartolos? What in the world?
Hey, you better watch your tone, brat. That core flame that the entire world is after is currently nestled in the depths of my bottomless tummy!
This certainly was...
Huh? Your reaction's too composed. It's completely different from what I was anticipating.
Bartolos, Snowy still doesn't know the truth behind Akima's eternal daylight.
You're right. Well, then you'd better strap in and listen up, brat. That girl Cipher spun a grand lie that deceived all of Amphorius. She tricked all of you into believing that that giant ball on Kefali's back would cast light over Akima forever. Not just that. She even managed to pull that dumb ascension trial and allowed me, the great Zagreus, to survive! Hey, Rat. You... still no reaction from you? Yeah, dang it. You're no fun at all. I'm sorely disappointed.
So for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akima's eternal daylight was not Kefali's miracle, but Cipher's lie, woven using the divine authority of trickery. But now, the lie has come undone. Which means...
Well, you didn't guess wrong. Cipher has already passed, and all her lies have scattered to the winds like ash.
But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on Cipher's lie to keep living. If she is already...
Guess you're not as smart as I thought, Rat. Don't forget, I'm one of the 12 Titans of Amphorius. And this core flame in my belly, is it not the core that maintains a Titan's life and divinity?
So, you're going to hand the core flame over to us?
Just so. How about it? Let's hear some groveling gratitude, huh?
Why? In the myths, Zagreus was the most cowardly and shameful of the Titans.
Hey, stop slandering me with those fabricated tales. My pursuits are far greater than one measly life. Let me tell you then, my lifelong ambition was to work with Cipher to conjure the greatest trick in the world. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. But with an exquisitely brilliant scheme, we fooled all the fools, villains, and disasters of this world, and achieved that 1 in 100 million possibility. This is the miracle I wish to achieve in my life's pursuit, even at the cost of turning into this! Take the core flame with you, Brat. Go finish your mission. Remember this well. What saved Amphorius wasn't the grace of that simpleton Ephyli, nor was it the babbling of that child Oryx. It was the divine power of me, scorned by all, and the millennium-long lie of a cat-eared thief.
Strife, death, trickery. So those signs deemed as harbingers of calamity will also leave behind marks in the tale of deliverance.
With this, the final core flame can be returned to its rightful place. The spirit water in the holy city has all dried up. We can try to break the sealing magic of Fagusa's priests, and use the Century Gate to send you into the vortex of Genesis. But that will likely exhaust any remaining power of Yanis that we have.
Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point. Right now, I can't even utter a plain goodbye.
Snowy.
Don't worry, Trina. I'm no longer the empty shell that Aglaya brought back to Akama. For every companion who couldn't reach the end, their conviction to save the world became a part of me. I lost my home village, but you, Aglaya, and everyone else created a second home for me. Now that this home is also in danger, it is my turn to repay your kindness. I hope that in that new world, a new sun will rise, bringing one dawn after another to all.
Snowy, you've grown into the person Aggie always dreamed of. Indeed, we don't need to say goodbye here, because even without the prophecy, we and all of us will see each other again tomorrow. shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn. Whoever.
Burning skies, shattered statues, corpses strewn everywhere. What a mess. If this is what the inside of Amphorius looks like, it's truly shocking. To be honest, I was initially skeptical, but right now, I'm starting to see your point. Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphorius?
Let's not expand on that topic just yet. That Intellitron, Ligus, was it? He's not completely dead. That was probably a fake body. Something behind it is still defying us.
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be a simple task piercing through its defenses. For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders.
I knew we should have brought Stephen along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. Curiosity definitely killed Aki. That big guy over there, the black ball spewing meteors, you think it's got anything to do with the Lord Ravager?
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to analyze the path energy. Suggestion: the immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two Nameless. Research priority on the destruction can be lowered. Every second counts before that Intellitron's preventative measures kick in.
All right. Stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated, and when did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphorius.
If time allows, I will also investigate March 7th's whereabouts. Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are undergoing intense suffering. Conclusion: the butterfly has already flapped its wings, and an impending storm closes in. The Nameless are important allies, and you and I have matters to attend to, Herta. In moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted due to personal interests.
Of course I know that. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who'd have thought that thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate? It wasn't until I cracked the solitary waves theory that its lingering effects were put to an end. Yet, in a forgotten corner of the cosmos, one slipped through the net and remained operational. The source of Amphorius' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
This is what the world looked like originally. And what are you doing here? Answer my question, Lycus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the Vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened. The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design, ends here. No need to panic, Lord Finon. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose: to witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
You've never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames, you never so much as lifted a finger. An indifferent observer. An anti-Catharan who's neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos Heir's mission?
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore, listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop, gazing down. Across 1,000 years of the Flame Chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
Gaze of distant stars.
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard this observer and finish what you must, Lord Finon.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the justice promised by the prophecy.
I have perceived. Outside the vortex, the world is collapsing, and the children of humanity are crying. But you, Lord Finon, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a gray unknown.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind, waiting for us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart. Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles Is it you? Turn a new page.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
It's still early. Where to now? Noise.
The two girls frolicked in as dusk approaches.
Oh, Sky, slow.
On that day, the broken-winged butterfly falls by the window. The girl looks outside. The golden wheat fields rolled endlessly.
Don't worry.
And time, when hearing the
Every time she has something on her.
till one day,
It's a flower.
the flower is when the days are warm.
After I die, I. Do not speak.
The girl asked, but the river of the master, the dragon. Their connection back then. In the nether.
You are the.
She signed the younger. A bard want the giant to. The dragon look. The dragon ferrying the soul.
Do not.
In this pale dawn. We know not.
This.
On the day that the...
Believe...
Yet as the...
Do not be startled.
You find...
Upon his... And toward...
I have so...
The scholar... His form dwelling in as though an...
Do you...
Compared to that he returned but at every... It happened but one... That...
What a temp...
This long...
Teacher.
It was just his
Teacher.
Philosophy.
The assistant...
The tombs...
But that's
all.
It's rumored.
Go back. But if...
Now, the grove is no longer... Someone once...
Pointless. Unveiling...
Such an... Perhaps these... Yet there's even in... As always, the creme... There is no... The victor shall... For that man, war and the corpse, sometime the distant. Like naked guarding, yet if... Memory sealed. As stated, human, but the man with each... The world, even the... With the... But... It... If every single deception, the girl...
We're head on.
Yet the coin... Day and night, the cloak, one...
No matter. These...
And at What is the art? The girl, the golden... The girl knows...
To have some...
A pity, a gold...
I take to...
So the It is a dress more blinding. It is wove the world.
Than just you.
I feel...
Overthrow.
Teacher.
Restore.
Stop.
Lady Trudy. There, the... Quiet. Forge mirror.
A good student.
An excellent... A shining... A fool who...
The girl had she refused instead, while the sages...
An apprentice.
The faded loneliness...
It may be the...
Could it be? The girl still took this...
If it weren't for her...
The news poor, the scholars for the girl...
Do you know...
The girl...
But you...
The girl treated ailments for many when scholar by that time. See,
Should the...
Hmm.